Hi, this is Joe Arlinghaus. Hooray for JD Vance. I am so pleased at the president's choice of a candidate to run with him. JD Vance will make an amazing vice president. Only 48 hours after the miraculous survival of President Trump, he's given us this choice, and it is an exceptional one. There's a famous quote from Vice President John Nance Garner, who was Franklin Roosevelt's first vice president. Roosevelt famously had three different vice presidents. Garner famously said the vice presidency wasn't worth more than a warm bucket of spit. There's a truth in this, of course. It's the president that matters. Nobody cares much about what the vice president's doing. The vice president doesn't really do a lot. But of course, despite the many mediocre men who have served as vice president, we've had a few that have become president. More than a few: Bush, Ford, Nixon, Johnson, Truman, Coolidge, Teddy Roosevelt. Maybe most famously Teddy Roosevelt. And I think JD Vance is another Teddy Roosevelt. Heck, we probably already have a Teddy Roosevelt in Donald Trump. We saw that 2 nights ago as he lifted his fist and shouted "fight" in the midst of a time when he'd just been shot. Here are some facts, though, about JD Vance that show that he could be another Teddy Roosevelt, just as we have in Trump. Possibly the best choice for vice president in 100 years. First of all, he understands that the most important domestic issue of our time is the decay and destruction of the American heartland due to drugs, unemployment, and globalism. He not only knows this firsthand, it's where he's from, it's where his ancestors are from, but he has witnessed it and he's written about it long before he joined the U.S. Senate. He understands why libertarianism, this is a second great feature of him, why libertarianism is wrong, because he understands the importance of faith and family and community in a way that very few libertarians do. He's spoken eloquently on this in his speech 4 years ago, I think it was 7 years ago, at the National Conservatism Conference. Really, he's been really profound and eloquent on these issues. He also wrote about them in his book Hillbilly Elegy, and he's given quite a few speeches that lay out this vision very clearly. Thirdly, he came back to his Christian faith after some years of mediocre living of it, and in 2019 converted to a serious life in the church. He is an active communicant in a Cincinnati Catholic church. He's really a man who really has built a better life around that conversion. Fourthly, though he's been in the Senate now for 18 months, he's really a boy from Cincinnati. He lives there still. He raises his family there. He has deep roots in Southern Ohio, and his ancestors come from Eastern Kentucky. He understands that heartland and the poverty of Appalachia as well as anyone. Last, I would say that he has received the best our country has to offer educationally, with an Ivy League education, and he also served in our military. But despite rising to the heights of what our country can offer, he still speaks the language of his working class roots. The language of those working class people that are so important to the future of our country. Well done, President Trump. Now we must win. Valor America, as I have said many times, was built for moments like this. Valor America was prepared for moments when there are changes in the issues, crisis in our country, new things to worry about, new candidates coming into the race. We have the ability that the left invented to find the best version of messaging and the best targeting of those messages to have a winning impact. We have the tools needed for 2024 victory. Please help us right now. The time is right to put together the winning campaign to help President Trump and to help win us 6 seats in the Senate and 25 seats in the House. Please join us in supporting the Trump-Vance ticket. God bless you. God bless America. Thanks a lot.